I know a lot of you guys out there, folks out there, y'all own a lot of games, and you guys got physical copies just like I do. I ain't gonna lie, you guys. I feel a lot better than I did the last couple of days. I have been fighting a real bad cold. But anyway, I was looking at Star Wars Outlaw, and I was looking at Black Myth, Wukong, whatever that thing's called. Uh, you know, I got games like I got a list of games here. I have no idea. To show you how much the gaming industry, is this something I'm just thinking about? When I bought Horizon Zero Dawn, I didn't have no day one patch. I didn't have anything like that. I didn't have anything. I just popped the game in and it was complete. Uh, I know there was a DLC, but if you wait a couple years and buy a game, you can end up getting a game that's fully done. Like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, I had that game. I give it away. Actually, I donated it. I never even played the game. I was got some friends that taught me into, they hyped it up, so I bought it, but I just couldn't see the concept of it. There's only certain games that I can play that I can get into. I couldn't feel a connection with it. I might give it a whirl, but now that game is fixed. I bet you if you buy it, it has all the DLC on it and stuff, and all the day one patches. A lot of games that you come out today don't have no they need a day one patch. Uh, uh, Star Wars Outlaw. I don't know if they need a day one patch, but I know that it's going to probably be launching on. The gameplay might not be that good, and this is another reason why sometimes I think you ought to wait instead of getting these new games right off the rip. You know what I mean? Like when I bought Uncharted 4. This game I just popped it in. I just started playing it. Now, I was excited when I bought this game because I knew I was going to play this game. I literally played this game. I literally stayed on this game. Played it and played it and played it. I haven't felt that way in a long time. I really haven't. When I come home and this is again why you should own physical copies or find your favorite movie, because I literally came home every day or every other day and played this game before I went to bed. Horizon Zero Dawn, it took me 2 years to beat that game because it was a new game and I was frustrated I couldn't get past some certain parts. But then when I got past it, I got more into it. But Uncharted 4, I got into it. This Last of Us 2, good game, but terrible at the same time because they did so much stuff in there, like, all the stuff they put in there. Game was awesome though, but it's just a lot of stuff in there I didn't care for. And I'm definitely not watching The Last of Us on HBO because they're gonna go full on, what they're gonna do in the second one. That's too bad though, because I did like that first season. But to take Hogwarts Legacy, I bought that because everybody was hating on J.K. Rowling, because they just don't like. She said something and people was mad at her, so I went out and supported this game. I played it. I like the game. It's a lot of it's an okay game. I ain't gonna say it blows my socks off, but it's a lot of one over here talking, and then you go over here and you do something, and then you go over here and you talk, and then you do all this fighting a little bit, then you go over here and you do this, then you talk, then you go upstairs and then you talk, and then you go all. I'm not done with this game at all, but I did enjoy playing, especially when you do the wand thing and all that, and the standoff and fighting stuff. But I'm not. When I bought this game was complete. There was nothing wrong with this game. It inserted. It was fully done. There was no day one patch. Uh, Uncharted Lost Legacy. Love that game. And I bought this game. I bought Uncharted Lost Legacy. I bought that game right away because I was in love with the Uncharted games. But I don't think it needed a day one patch. Just you got day one patches, and the games are coming out now. They're broke. Like this Black Myth Wukong that everybody's hyped up about. they're saying that this game is only playable on the PC. That I mean, it's not the people for PS5 is not even getting a review code to play. This is what this YouTube channel is saying. But I'm not gonna buy the game. But what I'm saying about the game is that gaming industry is really just it's really taking a nosedive because I don't I'm late to video games because I just am. But I don't know if the games that I fell in love with by me watching my kids play, and then by me watching my kids play, I like playing games. And then people that's younger than me, that's 15 or 20 years younger than me, told me about other games, and I fell in love with those games, and they were a lot older. I don't think those games had day one patches, you know. But you can get a game, and if you wait, like you know, I got rid of my subscription for the PS Plus subscription due to the fact that, you know, I play single player games. I love single playing games. I don't play online that much. I don't see the point of having a PlayStation Plus subscription if I don't play. And plus, I don't Xbox. Yeah, sure, it's cool. You can play the games day one and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just not. I'm too busy for all that. You know. I see the concept of them doing what they're doing, but that Xbox Game Pass didn't grow like they thought it was, and they sunk all that money in buying all them companies only to shut some of them down. Microsoft, man, they got. I don't know what's going on with them either, but there's no point of having a subscription if you're not gonna be on there that much. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice outside right now. I feel like taking a walk, but I've been recovering from this cold, so it's something just. I don't know if I want to go out there and take a walk or I want to play a video game. So this is the best I felt in the last couple of days. But anyway, you guys, I'm just this is not no rant or anything or me complaining, but I just you got what? You got like three major. Only game I'm getting is that Astrobot, but you got three major games coming out here in the next few months. You got that Assassin's Creed, the one with the Black Samurai, and then you got the Black Myth Wukong, and then you got Star Wars. You got the Star Wars game that's coming out. And I think that the Black Myth Wukong is going to have to be patched up, and so this is why I think sometimes you guys ought to wait buying games, which a lot of y'all out there are probably like me, you don't buy these new games. But I do buy new games, but they're kind of got to be like I bought a game today, which is Far Cry 5, but I enjoyed that game. And I just think that game, there's something about Far Cry 5. I just fell in love with that game. And I love games like Astrobot. I love games like Stray. But again, I guess teach his own. But, when you get a game and it's broke before they put it out, and you buy it anyway, that's really your fault. Because you don't have to really buy that game. All you got to do is wait till that game is done. Best bet is to play the games that you got. And if you really are interested in that game, which I know some people are just diehard gamers, they just have to have it. But you probably got a vast library of games that you can play until that game is complete. Like if you buy Cyberpunk right now, that game is just perfect across the board. Everybody know how bad that game was when it first came out. So, like I said, you got the day one patches, you got the DLC. Like, as much as I fell in love with, Tomb Raider, later on, when that game was purchased with all the DLC. You didn't have, because when I first had that game, I was playing and I was so into it that there was like, you can get this section here for I don't know how much it was. You buy this section over here, then you can buy this section over there because it wasn't in the game. It came in after the game was made. But now games that's been out for a while, developer, they're making the game where you can get the game. It's already cleaned up. It's whatever, patched up. It's got all the DLC in one game. So, you know, sometimes I'm just saying it's best to wait. And if you're like me, you know, it took a while for me to get to this point because I don't need Game Pass or PS Plus because I'm not playing games like that. I love playing games, guys. I really do, but just finding the time to play it. And like a guy at work says, you're just gonna have to jot out sometime when you can play the game. Like today, I should just play a game because I'm recovering from a real bad cold. But I don't know if I probably will not. But I want to finish the play till Requiem, and then I want to finish a game on the Xbox 360, and I want to finish a game on the PlayStation 4. I want to finish a game on the PlayStation 3. I love playing video games. So wintertime is a really good time to play video games because that is when you could really, it's snowy outside, it's cold, and there ain't nothing else to do, you know. Like I said, I'm thinking about downsizing some of these streaming services because of the fact that I collect so many movies and I got a lot of video games that I have yet to play. So anyway, I just wanted to drop this, this a short video because to me, you know, I think that some companies ought to be fined. I know it sounds crazy. Some companies should be fined for putting out a game that is broken. They know daggone well that game is broken and they want to put a game out. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about any game. You know, you go out, get off work, and you go buy the game, and then you put it in, and you find out it's not working. It needs a day one patch. Then you find out the game's got another part of the game that's not with the game. It's going to be a DLC, so they can charge you more. These companies, man, they just rip you off. As far as PlayStation Plus and Game Pass, I don't have anything bad to say about those games. But the problem with those games is, those system is, a lot of those games I already own. So if I want to play those games again, I could put those games back in and I could play them again. So what's the use of paying a monthly fee when you could just grab it off the shelf and put it in? You see what I'm saying? So I figured out how to beat some of these games because I do walkthroughs. You know, I get on a walkthrough and I'll be like, you know what gets me about walkthroughs? Sometimes I sit there and I go like, man, I cannot believe it was right there. Man, I wish I wouldn't have gone on there now. I should have figured that out. A lot of times when you're playing the game, you're so trying to get through a certain section, you can't see, you're blind to what you're doing so wrong, you can't, and then when you're on a walkthrough, you be like, really? Seriously? That's all I have to do? Man. You know. But it helps me get through the game. I won't get through a walkthrough until I need to be careful, because sometimes I be like, if these controllers slip out of my hand, I'm going to hit my TV, or it's going to slip out of my hand and you know, hit the floor. So, like I say, you guys, day one patches, DLCs, just all this extra money charging, and then getting the game out fast, and I don't know. You know, companies knowing that the game's not working right and stuff. And then some of it's just patience. Gotta have patience, man. Like me, I ain't got no reason to buy a game. Even though I have bought Far Cry 5, because I love Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 just blew me away. I was like, what the? Because I was like, man, I don't want to play this game. This game's on sale, I said to myself. It was Xbox, and I was sitting there, I'm going to buy this game. So I bought it. So I loaded up. This about 3 years ago. And that thing opened up, man, and each one of those family members got their own little thing you got to go through to beat them and stuff, man. They got that one sister, man, that's got those flowery things that... that game was a trip. I'm so disappointed I wasn't able to complete that game because I got so into that game that I got to almost... I know I'm almost done with that game. I got to a point where I'm stuck, and I got so mad I uninstalled that game. But when I seen that it was cheap to buy on Amazon, I bought it, right? So I own it because I want to own it. Again, I don't have to have no subscription to play any of these games because there's games right here on my shelf I have not even opened up or even beat yet. I will get to them, Lord willing, you know. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you because it's just so much stuff that, you know, it's not the same, that's for sure. It's not the same, that's for sure. But it's just, you know, like I said, man, it's, you know, just, I was just thinking about, you know, when I used to, when I was about 4 years ago, man, if I seen a DLC that I would like, Elden Ring, that DLC, that's worth buying. Cause I got two friends that played Elden Ring, and that DLC was worth buying. That game, when they bought that game was long. Now Elden Ring is not my type of game. I think I actually had that game, and I give that game away because my son played it, and he said he had so many hours in it. And then a guy at work says, "Man, I would not play that game because it's not your type of game, and it ain't my type of game." So I give that game away. And but the DLC for Elden Ring was a good DLC because it was a nice chunk game. Same way with God of War. God of War came out with that DLC, and I think a lot of people was pretty much happy with that. Then they had a free one, I think. But for me, I'm a casual gamer, but I love video games. But at the same time, I do understand how people can get frustrated with the fact that you got games that are coming out broken. And I think that companies should, be fined for that. But then again, if you're stupid enough to go out and buy that game knowing that that game is broken, it's your fault because, I've been guilty of that my damn self because how many games have I owned that's been broken? Not that many. But the thing is that I did buy Cyberpunk, but I bought it for my Xbox One X, and before I was able to open it up and put it in, I heard that it was unplayable. So I kept it in its wrap, and I just had it stored. So I ended up giving it away. Now that game is perfect, So if I ever was to get back in that game again, that game will be cheap. That's why you should wait. If you sit there, man, you got like 30 or 40 games or 50 games or 100 games, you got like 20 of them you ain't beat yet, then don't go out and buy a game. Beat those games, focus on those games, get those games beat. You don't have to go out and buy that new game. Even if you're interested in that game, wait, because that game will be on sale. We got all these holidays coming up. Black Friday, Christmas, all that stuff. After Christmas sales, you got sales that comes after New Year, man. You could just get these games cheap. Let the first wave of these people take for instance Astrobot. I was interested in just getting the Astrobot controller, but now they say there's people that's on eBay selling them things for like triple the price. I just happened to see. I didn't know they was doing that. But the people on eBay is buying up the Astrobot controller, which I got two controllers, so it's not like I need one. But I thought it would be pretty cool to have one because I just like to have an extra controller just because Astrobot is a pretty slick game, and I was like, well, I might get one of those, and have just a third controller, but it ain't the end of the world if I don't get it. But then I just found out today that they got people from eBay that's buying up a lot of them, and a lot of people can't get them. Now I guess Sony has another batch of them out there, and they're telling you to try to get one if while they're out there before the eBay people buy them up again. So I don't know, man. You guys, I was just thinking about a lot of stuff today, and I was like, man, it's just the gaming industry. It's a trip. It really is a trip, man. It's something else, man. Like I said, I'm glad I own a lot of stuff, and I'm glad that like I said, I like playing single player games, man. I love single player games, man. And the more and more I play them, the more and more I'm starting to understand how to play them. And what I mean by that is like I have to play. Like you can play on the easy mode, and you can play on the medium mode, and you can play on hard mode. Like Elden Ring and all those other games, I think those games that just make you work. You play them games real hard or something like that. So, but that Elden Ring, man, and what's the other one called that was good this year? Baldur's Gate. Those games, I heard nothing but good about those games. Nothing but good. But like I said, man, I was just sitting here thinking about the day one patches and how games come out and they're broken. I think that Star Wars Jedi Survivor was all messed up when it first came out, and I guess it was all messed up, and now it's okay. I got that game, but I never opened it up, so uh, it's fixed now. So if I play it, obviously it's gonna download all it's gonna download everything that's on there and all that stuff. Cause I uh, I don't know if I got it or not. I'm looking and I don't see it. I hate when I say something and I can't find it. But anyway, but a lot of my games that I got, yeah, I don't see it. I could have swore I had it though. That's crazy. I can't even see. Let's see. Uh, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Guerrilla Warrior, Jedi, The Fallen Order. Yeah. Jedi, The Fallen Order. Now, if I put that game in, that game is already fixed now. But I bought it, and I don't think I even opened this game up, or did I? Yeah, I did. This game is opened up. Yeah, this is the first one. I think it's the other Jedi game that I bought that they said that it needed work. You know what I mean? So I don't have that game. I don't know what I did with it. Yeah, right here. So Jedi Survivor is was supposed to be broken when it first came out, and I guess it was supposed to be having a lot of work and need done to it. Obviously, Xbox Series X. So I love the first game, and I liked all the swords and the lightsaber thing. So I bought this, and when I bought it, I heard that it was just all kinds of messed up. But see, this is not even open. So by it not being open, if I put it install it, it's gonna install all the updates and everything else that's already been programmed in the system. So when I boot this up, all the stuff that's been fixed this will be ready to play. So, and I did not buy this right away. I just bought it because I wanted it to go with my other game, which Jedi Survivor is for the Xbox One X. And then I got okay, I got it for the system. I got it for both systems, yeah. Yeah, so this is the Xbox one, and this is the Xbox Series X. But I know this can play on the Xbox Series S, but I got this one for the Xbox Series X because I wanted the game for the Xbox Series X, yeah. Anyway, you guys, I was just talking. I'm feeling a lot better, man. Whew, man, it feels good to feel good again, you know what I mean? Because I've been feeling under the weather the last couple of days. But I went and seen Alien Robins, and I was feeling a little better. But Friday when I was at work, I was feeling real bad. And then I went home, took some medicine, then woke up Saturday. I wanted to see Alien Robin, and then there was not that many people at that theater. There was only 3 of us in that big theater, so I was cool with that. So anyway, you guys, God bless, take care. But yeah, so remember, you got games to play. Just play them. Just stick them in and play. You don't need all this new crap. I know a lot of y'all like me anyway, but you don't need all this new crap. You don't need it. Even if I was interested in those games, this time next year, I could get those games out of sale. And they'll be all fixed up, running smooth, and whatever they need to get done, they'll be done. But I'll tell you straight off the rip, I ain't buying that Assassin's Creed or whatever that thing is with the Black Samurai because I'm just not. Especially when I found out he might be gay and all that kind of stuff. I ain't into that. So I'm just saying. So anyway, God bless, take care. We'll catch you next video. Have a great week at work or whatever it is that you're doing this coming week. See ya.